Hello, welcome back to another edition of Small Time Farmer. This afternoon I wanted to talk to you about two things that every small flock owner or every chicken owner needs to have on hand. The first thing is Corda, a bottle of Corda. You can get this in powder form or you can get it in the liquid form. I have the liquid form here. This is called amprolium. That's the medical term for it. You can find amprolium. You can find this at your local co-op. You can find it at Tractor Supply usually, or at your local farm store. And why might you need this, you might ask? Have you ever heard of coccidiosis? Coccidiosis is a illness that chickens contract. Actually, you can contract it in turkeys and other animals too. But coccidiosis is it's an intestinal disease, and every now and then you'll have chickens that will contract that, and this is how you treat it with Corda. With Corda, you need 2 teaspoons per every gallon of water in the liquid form. I don't have the powder form with me here, but when you go to your local Tractor Supply, your local farm store, whatever, you can get the liquid form. You don't need a big jug. This one is 16 ounces. That's what's in here. I could treat my chickens with this several times over the course of probably a couple of years or so. I have about 70 or 75 chickens right now, but one thing that you definitely want to have on hand is Corda. And by the way, this video is not sponsored by Corda nor the other product that I have, but that will treat coccidiosis in chickens. You will do two tablespoons of Corda per gallon of water. And one thing you want to be certain that you do is remove all of the other water sources. So if you only have one source of water for your chickens, you're good. If you have several sources of water, you want to either put the Corda in each and every source or remove all the sources of water except for one. That way every chicken that drinks water will be treated. The other thing that I have that every chicken owner needs is Wazing. This is an older bottle of Wazing. Before 2020, when COVID hit, you could buy this without a prescription on your local shelf at your farm or at your local farm store, Tractor Supply, co-op, places like that. Again, this is called Wazing. You can treat turkeys, chickens, and swine with this, and it is wormer. Yes, chickens can get worms, so can turkeys, and so can pigs. I'm going to read you the label on this in just a second. Now you have to have a prescription, or at least in the state of Tennessee, and that's where this came from. I had to go last year and get a prescription for chicken wormer, but this is also called Wazing, but it's just in a prescription bottle. You'll have to go to your local veterinarian for that, and it's relatively inexpensive. This bottle had 100 cc's in it, and I think it costed like $2, so it costed me more in gas to get to the doctor than it did for me to actually buy it. But with Wazing, with turkeys under 12 weeks of age, for 100 birds, you would use 2 ounces of Wazing. If the birds are over 12 weeks of age, or turkeys here, for each 100 birds, then you would use 4 ounces of Wazing. Now, with chickens 4 to 6 weeks of age, yes, you can treat baby chicks for worms. You can contract worms there. For each 100 birds between 4 to 6 weeks of age, you need 1 ounce of Wazing per 1 gallon of water. If your chicks are over 6 weeks of age, for each 100 birds, you need 2 ounces. So your broilers are separate from your laying hens or your dual-purpose birds. Broilers at 4 weeks of age and thereafter at 30 days, or as needed, it says treat replacement pullets at 8, 12, and 16 weeks of age. So there we go. And the swine I'll save for later. This is not a swine video, but for poultry. But again, those are two things that every poultry owner needs to have on hand. They're relatively inexpensive, but they can save your entire flock, because by the time you notice coccidiosis in one of your chickens, it may be too late for that bird. It's very hard to treat them for coccidiosis and get them to bounce back out of it. It can happen once in a while, but this is a preventive medication. I usually try and worm my poultry flock about once a year, and then 2 or 3 times a year I'll use the Corda. There is absolutely no reason to pull the eggs whenever you're treating or treating with Corda or Wazing, either one. So you don't have to throw the eggs away. You don't have to dispose of them. It's fine to go ahead and eat the eggs. You may not. I don't have the information as far as butchering. Let me see if it tells me really quick here. This is a 5-day treatment with the Corda, by the way, for coccidiosis. So you'll want to make sure that your birds have access to Corda for 5 consecutive days. I don't have anything on here. Yep, I don't see anything on here. I'll double check that for you, and I will post it in the comments as far as the withdrawal from the meat for butchering. But please feel free to subscribe to the channel and like the video, give me a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. As always, God bless, and thank you for stopping in with Small Time Farmer. Have a great day.